Again, Robert, we'd like to thank everyone for coming today and sharing in this special moment of theirs. I'm going to try to read this. Here we go. Dearly beloved, we are gathered together here in the Son of God in the face of this company to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony, which is commended to be honorable among all men, and therefore is not by any to be entered into unadvisedly or lightly, but reverently, discreetly, advisedly, and solemnly. Into this holy estate these two persons present now come to be joined. If any person can show just cause why they may not be joined together, let them speak now or forever hold their peace. What's your mom? All good. It's all good, our dad. We're clear.
Marriage is a union of a husband and a wife in heart, body, and mind. It is intended for their mutual joy and for the help and comfort given one another in prosperity and adversity. But more importantly, it is a means through which a stable and loving environment may be attained. Through marriage, Robert Stadtmiller and Brittany Schneider make a commitment together to face their disappointments, embrace their dreams, realize their hopes, and accept each other's failures. Robert and Brittany will promise one another to aspire to these ideals throughout their lives together, through mutual understanding, openness, and sensitivity to each other. We are here today before God because marriage is one of His most sacred wishes, to witness the joining of the marriage of Brittany and Robert. This occasion marks a celebration of love and commitment with which this man and this woman begin their life together. And now through me, He joins you together in one of the holiest bonds. Who gives this woman in marriage to this man?
Let's see, what did I say? Her mother and I. We practiced last night about it.
This is a beginning and a continuation of their growth as individuals. With mutual care, respect, and responsibility and knowledge comes the affirmation of each one's own life happiness, growth, freedom, and gem steady. With respect for individual boundaries comes the freedom to love unconditionally with an emotional safety of a loving relationship. The knowledge self-offered one another becomes the fertile soil for continued growth. With care and responsibility towards self and one another comes the potential for full and happy lives.
By gathering together all the wishes of happiness and our fondest hopes for Robert and Brittany from all present here, we assure them that our hearts are in tune with theirs. Their moments are so meaningful to all of us, for what greater thing is there for two human souls than to feel they are joined together, to strengthen each other in all labor, to minister to each other in all sorrow, to share with each other in all gladness. This relationship stands for love, loyalty, honesty, and trust, but most of all for friendship. Before they knew love, they were friends. And it was from this seed of friendship that is their destiny. Do not think that you can direct the course of love, for love, if it finds you worthy, shall direct you. Marriage is an act of faith and a personal commitment, as well as a moral and physical union between two people. Marriage has been described as the best and most important relationship that can exist between them. It is the construction of their love and the trust into a single growing energy of spiritual life. It is a moral commitment that requires and deserves daily attention. Marriage should be a lifelong consecration of the ideal of loving kindness, backed with the will to make it last. RJ, would you like to share a moment?
There is no greater love in the world, I believe, than the love a parent has for a child. I'm sure there is no parent in this room who would not lay down and die for their baby, would not take the food out of their mouth for their child. And that's the way Patty, Robert's mom, and I have felt about him. And it was neat to meet a family like the Snyders and meet another family that feels exactly that way about their children. When Robert was a young teenager and finally discovered that women or girls were different than boys, I used to encourage him to bring his girlfriends around the house. And I would always say to this 13, 14-year-old boy that bring your girlfriends around. We want them to be part of the family. We want them to feel comfortable here. Bring them around. And I will always give you a big, shiny nickel, Robert, for every girlfriend that you bring home. You about broke me up at the end of high school with us. I know, a few closing. But it is my pleasure today to give Robert his last big, shiny nickel. For bringing Brittany home to us. Thank you, guys. David, your story, please.
Well, it's been a little while since we brought Brittany home. I remember that race to the hospital. We got her delivered with Aunt Billy. Brought her home, worried about her every day and every night. I slept with my hand over the bassinet. Then she started growing up. And I get her ready for school and I help her fix her hair and I hold her up in front of the mirror. She'd say, "Daddy, what did you do to my hair?" And we got to high school. And I didn't get a word. How'd it go today, Brittany? Fine. What'd you learn today, Brittany? Nothing. I love you, Brittany. I love you, sweetheart. But now she's met Robert, and she's so happy. And we're so happy that Brittany's so happy. And it's just the greatest thing we've ever seen. We thank you so much, Robert. You, Robert, take Brittany to be your wife, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony?
I do.
Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, in sadness and in joy, to cherish and continually bestow upon her your heart's deepest devotion, forsaking all others, keep yourself only unto her as long as you both shall live?
Do you, Brittany, take Robert to be your husband, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love him, comfort him, honor, and keep him in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, in sadness and in joy, to cherish and continually bestow upon him your heart's deepest devotion, forsaking all others, keep yourself only unto him, as long as you both shall live?
Yes, I will.
Okay, we need some rings. May these rings be blessed as a symbol of this affectionate unity. These two lives are now joined in one unbroken circle. Wherever they go, may they always return to one another. May these two find in each other the love for which all men and women yearn. May they grow in understanding and compassion. May the home which they establish together be such a place that many will find there a friend. May these rings on their fingers symbolize the touch of the spirit of love in their hearts. Robert, in placing this ring on Brittany's finger, please repeat after me. You are consecrated to me as my wife.
You are consecrated to me as my wife.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
and I give you this ring
and I give you this ring
as the pledge of my love
as a pledge of my love,
and as a symbol of our unity.
and as a symbol of our unity.
And with this ring,
And with this ring,
I thee wed.
Brittany, in placing this ring on Robert's finger, repeat after me. Robert, repeat after me. Robert, you are now consecrated to me as my husband.
Robert, you are now consecrated to me as my husband.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
and I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as the pledge of my love
as a pledge of my love,
and as the symbol of our unity.
as a symbol of our unity,
And with this ring,
and with this ring,
I thee wed.
I be wed.
May you always share with each other the gifts of love, be one in heart and in mind. May you always create a home together that puts in your hearts love, generosity, and kindness. Inasmuch as Robert and Brittany have consented together in marriage before this company of friends and family, and have pledged their faith and declared their unity by giving and receiving a ring, are now joined. You have pronounced yourself husband and wife, but remember to always be each other's best friend. What therefore God has joined together, let no man put asunder. And so, by the power vested in RJ and I, by the state of Kentucky, we both are, and Almighty God, I now pronounce you man and wife. May your days be good and long upon the earth. May kiss the bride.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brittany and Robert Stadtmiller.
We're going to switch this over